I know I've been away for a while. Unfortunately, life just got in the way of things, and I am back. So, this is a video I've done sort of in the past, but I'm going to break it up because there's a lot of champions in this game now. So, I'm going to be going over for the next 6 videos, well, probably sprinkled in with a few other bits on bobs, I'm sure. So 6 classes in the game. I'm going to give you my top 5 favorite champions. Very important there, top 5 favorite, not the best, the favorite champions that I like to play in MCOC. So, I mean, favorite as in I personally like them. If you don't like them, that is perfectly fine. Let me know who you like to, who are your favorite characters in the game. So we're going to be starting off with science. Because, well, why not? Doesn't really matter. I don't really have a favourite class in the game, to be fair. So, yeah, there are quite a few characters here that didn't quite make it for me as my favourite character, as my favourite champions. I keep saying characters. Maybe it was because I've been trying to teach, my girlfriend's been asking me a lot about this game since she started playing it now. So, instead of saying champions, I've been saying characters a lot when I'm been trying to help her out with this game. So, yeah, there are quite a few characters I did leave out on this list. Hulk's one, Photon is one, Human Torch is another. But maybe if I do this list in the next year or 2 years, this list could change completely. Because if this was a best science champions in the game, this list can be completely different. But it's my favorite characters in this game. So enough procrastinating. I am going to rank these. So my 5th favorite character to play is Scorpion. Now, I know Scorpion, he has fell off a lot in terms of the competitive side of MCOC. However, I still really like playing him. I still put him in my BG decks if he's really, really good for the season, or I just need him for just a little bit of deck filler. But yes, Scorpion's one of those ones where I just personally like his design, and I just like his playstyle. And he does. I still contest. He still has a fair bit of damage to give in this game. But yeah, I personally really like him. Cool design. It's a shame he's fallen off, and you don't see him as much in the game anymore. Having said that, I have him at Sig 200, rank 5, ascended. So I really, really like this guy. And to be honest, I think he could possibly make a comeback, maybe. We'll have to see. I think maybe not as a 7-star. Maybe if there's a few BG seasons where he's super jacked up, we could see a comeback of him. Or maybe even an Alliance War, we could see him. Actually, I think, was it Decay? Is he part of Decay? Oh no, House of Mirrors. Ignore that. But I think he could make a comeback. He definitely could make a comeback. Now, number 4 is a very recent addition because I wanted to be different. If you saw why I chose this guy out of that selector from it was Thing, Core, and Colossus, I wanted to be different, and I chose Thing, and he's at rank 2. And I haven't really regretted it. I took him up for defense purposes, for BGs and Alliance War. In terms of BGs, every time I've placed Thing down on my side of defense, I have won that round. Whether that's because Thing's taken forever to kill, or he's not been knocked out and the opponent struggles with him. That is why this guy's on this list. And also, in terms of defense, in terms of attack, mainly outside of Battlegrounds, in terms of questing, and I use them in incursions, he's a lot of fun to play. He is a lot of fun to play, which you'll see a lot with most of these characters that I do talk about when you get to other classes. For me, they're just fun to play, and that's the main thing. Am I having fun with this game when I'm playing a character? That is what we're going to talk. That is one of the definitive purposes or reasons for him being on this list. Thing's a lot of fun. But yeah, he's got the protection. the rock stacks, but you don't have a decent counter for this guy. He is very problematic as well, which is why I really like drafting him for BGs. And yeah, I think this is the only character of the Fantastic Four that has aged kind of well, because Torch, he's locked as a 6-star at the moment. Actually, no, would we see Torch as a 7-star? I doubt it. And then Invisible Woman, everyone keeps complaining about her for AQ raids, which is very true. She's really annoying in AQ raids. But yeah, ever since I've taken this guy up a few months ago, he's not really let me down. Never has let me down. So yeah, a very recent addition, but a well-earned place on my favourite champions in the science class. Now these top 3, I love all these champions to death. Every time I like EQ for the science quest, I will pick them. They have helped me out in story content. They have helped me out in BGs, and they have helped me out in Alliance War and sometimes Quest as well. But in which order do they rank? Coming in at number 3 on my favourite champions in the science class is the pig, Spidey Ham. What a glow up this little pig has had. You know, this little piggy came in as a 7-star, and this little piggy immediately made an impact. And when I finally pulled this little piggy, I thought this little piggy is going to rank 3 at some point. And I promise I will stop with this little piggy jokes after I finish talking about this little piggy. So this little piggy, wow. I already liked him as a 6-star, but when I saw he's coming as a 7-star, because I was thinking about taking this guy to rank 5 as a 6-star, I thought, no, I'm going to wait. And I waited. I didn't really have to wait that long, and I got him. Took him up to rank 2. I thought, yes. And then did I get the catalysts? Yeah, I think I got a catalyst for this little piggy. And I took this little piggy to rank 3. And yeah, look, power stings. All I really got to say, this dude is a menace with those power stings. The best, I think he's the best power sting champion of the game. He does have damage mitigation, I'm pretty sure, when he's got spider nonsense pulled up. It is somewhere near. Every stack of spider nonsense reduces degeneration effect potency by 15%, and passively reduces damage taken during the opponent's special attacks by 5%. So I personally think he's a great two-way defender. Definitely shines on the attacking side, and also can trip up the opponents on the defensive side as well. I've definitely learned that in Alliance War. But yeah, not really much else to say about this little piggy. He's just been a great addition to my roster. He really, really has. And he's gonna, I think, until we get other better the 7-star science class is already stacked, and he's still right at the top for me. So I do think we're gonna continue to see a lot of this guy. The glow up when he was released as a 7-star, absolutely incredible. And I still think he's going to be at the top of the game for a very, very long time. And I'm really glad I took him up as a 7-star rank 3. Now, number 2 is Titania. Now, when I did this list, it was nearly 2 years ago now, when I just did a character for each class, Titania was my favourite champion of the science class, and she's still one of my favourites in the science class. But a champion released last year, that's a clue, has beaten her. But Titania, still an amazing, amazing champion. Those haymakers, the haymaker, what a great bit of kit. I have to say, it can save your bacon if the opponent's at a special 3. You can throw it. You can activate haymakers, and if the opponent is willing to play ball and throw that, no damage. It is incredible. Just the special free rotation on Titania is a thing of beauty. It really, really is. Even if, for some fucking reason, the opponent is acting up and doesn't want to stay in the corner and wants to throw a combo, you're still fine, really. You're still fine. And even without the special 2, or special 3, throw a special 1, special 2, you can still get the job done. And I wish my Titanium was awakened just to make her that little bit stronger when fighting like Sasquatches in, whether that be BGs or story content. Because I don't really bring her in for Alliance War. I've got my own team for Alliance War, which we'll get into in a moment, because champion at number 1, I've recently put her into my AW team, and she's slaying. But yeah, again, immunity to buffs, great bit of kit, light attack, just the special free rotation and then just heavy spam in the corner. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me. And I think when this gal eventually gets awakened, because she will get awakened at some point, whether that be through awakening gems, because I think 7-star awakening gems could be right around the corner, or end up duping her. I'm going to have a very fun time with a 7-star rank 3 Titania. But now number 1 is Silk. I think Silk, I never see Silk anywhere. I don't understand it. I think she is underrated. I hardly see her at all. This gal put in so much work. If you saw when I did was it Act 8 rank ups, I could not stop talking about her at all. She is. I just don't understand why people don't use her. I don't understand why I don't see so much. I generally don't understand it. She's so good. But Brideriser, why is she so good? I just love her rotation. Heavy combo, ends the combo with a heavy. And then, depending on the scenario, you can... what I personally like to do, this is for BGs, because of the relic charge starts like half. By the time you get to special 2, your relic is charged. So what you want to do with Silk in BGs is keep doing heavy combos, because that way you get the passive fury. You cancel when you get to special 2, the next heavy you throw, cancel it into a relic, then do another heavy ender combo, and then throw a special 2. If the opponent isn't already dead, they're very fucking close to being dead, which is why I really want to awaken my 7-star Silk, because I feel that the awaken ability holds a lot of utility potential. When striking with him with a heavy attack or backwards against the wall, you inflict a slow debuff. So, no unstoppables for anyone. So that means anyone. So basically, like Sasquatch. Who else is a really annoying unstoppable character? Juggernaut, but who throws Juggernaut down on defense? Let's be honest. You wouldn't really want to bring her into a tumor, but when the slow is active, Silk's attacks during Silk's attacks, the opponent suffers minus 150 regen rate. So it stops the regen and reverses it a little bit when at max sig. I think that deals with a lot of BS in Alliance War and BGs. So, trying to give examples here. Sasquatch's regen reverses it. Who else has really, 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 really annoying regen? I don't think it really works with Serpent. But I did use her against Serpent in AW, and I think it was reversing it. But yeah, she is another thing as well. Her Silk Sense, great safety net. If you fuck up a dexterity on a special attack, she'll just automatically avoid it for you. You don't even have to lift a finger. Ruptures and slow might suffer minus 90% duration. So she's almost pseudo rupture immune. So you barely take any damage with rupture. And when she's dodging back, you can't she can't get struck by attacks. And also with every point of a dexterity mastery, grants a 200 crit rating. Yeah, physical vulnerability, that's where she gets the majority of her damage from. Where is it? Yeah. Final hit does bursts of physical damage on special 1 and special 2. So you apply those of physical vulnerabilities, and if the opponent has a high crit resistance, special 2, inflict the Sunder debuff. Say goodbye to a lot of health. Seriously, say goodbye to a lot of health. And then, special 3 rotation, again, just as good, because stun passive and increased power rate and a decreased power rate for the opponent. Throw a special 1 from a heavy. And that, again, another good burst of damage. She's so simple, but so effective. And I wish I had a 7-star rank 3 Ascended Silk. Not Ascended, Awakened. Because I really want to awaken my Silk as a 7-star. And if she does, out of her and Titania, whoever gets awakened first, I'm taking to rank 3. I'm going to be honest. I have like 6 tier 4 alphas in my storage. I'm just waiting on certain characters to enter my roster. Unless, of course, I get them in overflow, then I'm going to have to use them anyway. But, yeah. That's going to be it for this video. I love Silk a lot. She's a lot of fun. Start using her, everyone. Start using her. So, yeah. This is going to be a 6-video series, so if you want to see more, hit the thumbs up. Comment, all that good stuff. And if you first time you're seeing me, check out some of my other content. And if you like this content, tell it where the subscribe button to grey. And I shall see you in the next one. And goodbye.